The Ballad of Barry Allen, a thirst-quenching flash of clarity. Sometimes Karen, Darren, Kevin, and them grow up around black folk. Like a highly absorbent microfiber cloth, they sponge up the mannerisms, habits, and more importantly, the speech of their surroundings, grounding themselves into their environment as natural as dandelions in the spring. Sometimes, from their suburban sanctuaries, they've merely gained a passion for rap entertainment erroneously called hip-hop culture by the pasty men who run that industry. They adopt the movements, verbal meters, and colloquialisms of the darker men, women who are disposable tools of that industry. Similar darker men, women, the unconscious Tobies and bed wenches, sheep-like products of that industry dub them the cool white boy, that down white chick, that crazy cracker that be kicking it with, and negligently grants them an unauthorized ghetto pass. Their anti-cultural, manufactured, harmful habits and demeaning lexicon becomes co-opted, nay, adopted by said male Americans, acting out the more stereotypical parts of the people without having held any part of the struggle. Some could say they were swayed by the swagger, sucked in by the pseudo-excitement, seduced by the powerful siren song and syncopated beats and rhythms that harken back to an ancestral Africa, yet filled with content straight out of a plantation field, filled with the broken bodies that have accepted the savagely inserted superiority of the slave master at hand and grins and smiles at his benevolence, anticipating his favor for a few extra scraps from his table that he saves for those most compliant. And along comes Randy, black as bean out of a whole milk carton, the brownest thing from a can of whipped cream, the most melanated man mayonnaise ever produced, tougher than a Twizzler, let him tell it. Ghetto pass patched to his chest by the latest, hardest rap entertainment lyric, a false sense of superpowers bestowed upon him by the recent winter solstice and his favorite commercialized hypnotizing rap harlot. Faster than a crackhead running to the corner with $5. More powerful than a local Latina who just found out her boyfriend was cheating. Able to leap racial boundaries in a single bound. He, according to him, can say nigger all day, every day. But somehow he hadn't learned the danger of calling a black man a clown. His favorite rapper didn't tell him how not to say nothing about a black man's mama. The latest monosyllabic minstrel master of onomatopoeia didn't give him the game on daring a real black man to smack you while calling him a nigger. Probably because they was too busy saying nigger too much. On God! Barry Allen, father of 5, working to care for 2 health-challenged children in the midst of a pandemic, the holiday season, and the economic stresses all these conditions contribute to delivered us, unworthy of his altruism, the gift of a smack out to close out a trying year. Randy Teeter didn't know how not to try, Barry. Too used to trying Jesus and trying to rap along with streaming rappers that made saying nigga so cool and acceptable. With bubbles and brittle bravado in his system, Randy's outburst became bigger, boldly broadcasting his address as if Barry wasn't the type of brother to come visit some sucker for talking shit. But maybe Barry wasn't. Maybe Barry didn't want to be bothered. He was likely busy with his own life and only in the Circle K for a simple something to quench his thirst. But Randy was thirsty too. Randy, a low-class, low-life male Karen, unconsciously came to the Circle K for the convenience of getting clapped and something to drink concurrently. Barry, the beneficent, big-hearted hero of Ohio, bequeathed this bum his wish and left Randy teetering with an explosive smack to the face with a pressurized can of twisted tea, explicitly illustrating how to open up a can of whoop ass, followed by a decent grounding pound to make sure the taste goes down smoothly. Mere blocks away from home, Barry rolled away, alerting his wife as to what had happened. Miss Allen, an astute and informed woman herself, was already in the know from the viral video racking up thousands of views all before Barry returned home. Thank you, Barry. These kinds of lessons are lacking these days. Your profound patience is appreciated, but your actions, your willingness to take time out of your busy day to correct and teach respect to racists is to be celebrated every day. Hence, here is your poem. In the spirit of an ode told of heroes of old, and in the honor of the ancestors that guided your glorious hands. Randy, man, Randy, whoever gifted you that ghetto pass needs their ass whooped. It was a fake, a phony, some counterfeit bullshit like the raisins in your potato salad that we hope that you now throw in the trash. Let go of those empty lessons you've amassed from commercial hip-hop. Have Alexa serve up some easy listening adult contemporary, because at least you know that won't get you fucked up. Disco poetry.